happy Halloween, and welcome back to another episode of Naperville Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Josiah Schuneman. We have an exciting week in prep sports with a ton of postseason action. The playoffs for football have begun as three of our local schools look to make some noise. One of those is the DVC champion in Neuqua Valley, who goes on the road to take on Lane Tech in the opening round of Class 8A. Let's see what happened on the gridiron.
Football playoffs are here. Neuqua Valley comes into the tournament as the 17th seed. The Wildcats take a road trip into the city for a round 1 matchup against Lane Tech. Wildcats start with the ball on their 25-yard line as Mark Meneke hands off to Jaden McGee, who breaks through a crowd and he's eventually taken down at midfield. Same drive for Neuqua. Meneke passes off to McGee again, who picks up a 25-yard gain to end the first quarter. Continuing the drive for the Wildcats in the second quarter as Meneke hands off to Jaden McGee, who makes his way into the end zone, putting Neuqua up 7-0. A couple of minutes later, and Meneke has the ball again. He peels off to his left and fires downfield to find Miles Miskell, who's heavily covered, but he still makes the catch. Working their way downfield, Neuqua has a first down on the 2. Once again, Meneke gives it to Jaden McGee, who makes his way into the end zone, doubling the Wildcats' lead. Just over 3 minutes to play in the half, Lane Tech's QB Mark Seward is hit by Josh Wenz, knocking the ball free. Justin Dukevich is there to claim it, and he returns the play for a touchdown. All of a sudden, Neuqua Valley is up 21-0. 10 seconds to go in the first half now, and the Wildcats find themselves in the red zone again. And no surprise here as Meneke hands off to Jaden McGee, who picks up the hat trick of touchdowns in the second quarter. 28-0 Neuqua at the break. A couple of minutes into the third quarter, and the Wildcats have good field position. Mark Meneke throws outside to Carter Stair, who breaks a couple of tackles, making his way to the 3-yard line. Next play, and Meneke pitches back to Miles Miskell, who takes the outside route for the touchdown. Neuqua Valley dominates Lane Tech as the Wildcats win the round 1 matchup by a score of 37-0. Neuqua will host number 1 seeded Lincoln Way East in the second round.
It's round 1 of the IHSA playoffs with the 19th seeded Naperville Central Redhawks traveling to the 14th seed Lyons Township. The Redhawks enter at 6-3 after falling to their crosstown rival Naperville North last week. Lyons Township sits at 7-2 this year and are coming off a victory against Downers Grove North. Just into the second quarter, Danny Pasco receives the handoff and hits the hole hard before trucking through the goal line. His touchdown makes it 10-0 Lions with 10 minutes left in the second. With 5 minutes left in the half, Chris McCormack fakes the handoff and rolls out to evade the pressure. He throws it on the run to an open Jacob Conway for the score. Lyons Township still up 10-7. Lions offense back on the field, and Ryan Jackson is able to find a streaking Travis Stam for the touchdown. Lyons Township up 17-7 with a minute left in the half. After a quick Red Hawk 3-and-out, Jackson lobs the pass up to Graham Smith, who goes up high and gets the feet down for the score. The Lions take a 24-7 lead into the break. Right out of halftime, McCormack steps back to pass. He finds his favorite target in Logan Devick, who snags the ball over the defender and trots his way in for the score. The Red Hawks cut the lead to 24-14. The next play after a McCormack interception, Jackson scans the field and decides to throw the ball into triple coverage. Daniel Nussbaum reads it the whole way and snags the INT. The Red Hawks still trail 24-14 with 10 minutes remaining in the game. Central is trying to save its season, and McCormack does his best to keep it alive on this play. He evades the sack and rushes for a big first down. A couple plays later, Central trailing by 10 with 6 minutes left. McCormack throws it off his back foot to an open Christopher Byrne, but it goes through his hands. Central settles for a field goal, but it isn't enough. Lyons Township forces a safety at the end and wins 26-17 to move on to play Plainfield North next weekend. It is round one of the football playoffs. The Marist Redhawks travel from Chicago to Naperville seeking a win against the Huskies of Naperville North. The Redhawks are looking for the end zone, and Smythe is able to find the goal line on the QB draw to put them up 14-0. About 9 minutes left in the quarter, Smythe fakes the pitch, then bounces to the outside and is able to find the angle for the touchdown. That gives Marist a 21-0 lead. The Huskies are not giving up though. Aiden Gray steps up in the pocket and throws it deep to a wide open Luke Williams, who breaks free for the Huskies' first touchdown before halftime. Going into the third quarter near the 20-yard line, Smythe looking for Mike Donegan, but it's underthrown and intercepted by William Karosik. While Marist has a big lead, Danny Elo looks to cut into the deficit, and he does just that, sprinting down the sidelines for an 82-yard touchdown. That cuts it to 14. However, the Redhawks seal the deal with yet another rushing touchdown from Lofgren. The Huskies' season comes to an end as Marist wins 42-28 to move on to the second round. Coming up, we have the girls volleyball regional finals here on NSW.
Hypnotize your way to savings.
Breathing techniques to help you save.
Looking to make saving a habit?
Yeah, what's the secret?
No secret. Just open a savings account at BMO and we'll give you a cash reward for every month you save.
A cash reward?
Just for saving.
And when you open a checking account, we'll give you a $200 bonus to get your new savings habit started.
Love that.
What's your book?
How to get a $200 bonus and a monthly cash reward for saving with BMO.
He literally wrote the book on saving.
That's me on the cover.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
We live in a safe community, but not a crime-free community. If you see something, say something. Be a Naperville Crime Stopper.
Now we got the girls volleyball regionals, and we start with Bennett Academy looking for its 15th straight regional championship against Batavia at Geneva High School. It's a Thursday night regional final matchup with the Bennett Academy Red Wings looking to win their 15th straight regional title. Standing in their way are the 12th-seeded Geneva Vikings, who pulled off an upset against the 8th-seeded Batavia Bulldogs in the semifinal. A little bit into the first set, Audrey Aselson receives the pass and sets up Linny Tarnot, who smashes the ball down for the kill. Bennett up 3-1 early on. Red Wings serve the ball over, and Viking libero Riley Day comes up with a nice dig that leads to a Geneva kill from Samantha Vanda. Bennett still leads by 3 in the first set. Ava Novak now receives the serve and sends it to Aselson. She returns it back to Novak for the powerful kill. The Red Wings take a 19-10 lead with the momentum all on their side. Bennett receives the serve with a chance to take set 1. Aselson sets it backwards to Gabiha Staniskis, and the ball gets deflected by the Geneva blockers, but it isn't enough. Red and Black take set 1, 25-17. Into the second set, the ball is volleyed on both sides and eventually finds a jumping Anna Eschenbach, who connects on a great hit for the kill. Bennett up 5-3 early on. Geneva now trying to make it close. Setter Kayla Schultz gives it to Samantha Vanda for the kill and brings the lead down to 1 for Bennett. Viking Lauren Benson now on the serve, and she hits a beauty for the service ace and keeps the second set tight. Bennett still leads 10-9. Geneva with a chance to tie the set at 13. A free ball sets up an easy kill for Benson. The Vikings then score 2 more points and take a 15-13 lead. After a Bennett timeout, the Red Wings are fighting to get back in front. Anaya Warren makes the dig, and the ball finds Kirsten Kramer for the kill. Geneva still up 1. On the next sequence, Geneva sends it over, and the Red Wing offense gets back to work. Once again, it's Kramer who comes up big to tie the set at 15. Coming off a Viking timeout, the Red Wings are trying to keep momentum on their side, and they do so. Tarnot comes up with a big kill to make it a 3-point lead in favor of Bennett. Vikings serve the ball to Bennett, and take a look at this perfect placement from Novak. Her kill gives her team a 21-18 lead. Geneva serving, and Warren comes up with a diving dig to keep the point alive for Bennett. Aselson sets up Staniskis for the kill and a 23-19 Red Wing advantage. Bennett now on match point. The serve gets over, but there is confusion from two Viking players and the ball drops to the floor. Bennett is able to pull out the two-set sweep and advance to the sectional semifinals. The Red Wings will take on Oswego East, who comes off a win over Neuqua Valley. The two teams will meet on Monday at Plainfield North.
Defending state champs Mattia Valley are back in the girls volleyball regional final, looking to capture their second regional plaque in school history. They take on Naperville Central, who is coming off a semifinal thriller over Plainfield South and is hoping to nab their second regional title in 3 consecutive seasons. Camille Morrison gets the ball rolling with a solid ace and gives Mattia a 3-1 lead. Central keeps that momentum from their previous match, and this point is thanks to Luka Vatite that brings the Hawks within 2 7-5. Mattia leads by 1, and the Hawks continued their aggressive run. Sarah Butler sets up Sophia Zaka, and she ties this contest up at 8. The Redhawks are now down by 1, so they hope to tie it up. That is a challenge because Camille Morrison is still on the court, and this time she lets it hit the ground and extend the lead to 11-9. Morrison is not the only one causing trouble. Ashley Ward quickly saves the ball after a block, and then Zoe Janis jumps in for the kill. 18-15 Mattia. It's set point for the Mustangs, up 24-20, but McKenna Divic says not so fast. This kill cuts it to 3. Although Mattia wants to get over with it, Kelly McGrath sets up Morrison, who gets the job done, and MV wins set 1, 25-21. New set equals new opportunities for Central. While Mattia isn't ready for the serve, Nina Davis makes them pay for it. Here's Sarah Butler with the assist, and Davis kills it. Hawks are up 4-1. Mustangs don't blank, and they quickly take a 7-6 lead. They reset, and here comes Morrison with, what do you know, another kill, and it increases their lead to 8-6. We got a rally on the court, and Mattia is able to maintain it. This award comes from Addison Terrain, who waits, hits the ball, and gets it down to make it 11-7 black and gold. NC is still fighting with Divic. Morrison thinks she has another kill, but it's stopped, and here's Divic going up for the kill of her own. Redhawks now trail 13-10. Mattia continues to show no love to their opponent. Divic tries for another kill, but it's denied by Lizzie O'Leary and Maddie Hopkins. Match point for the Mustangs, and this time Anna Murphy and Addison Terrain block it to end the Redhawks season. For only the second time in team history, the Mattia Valley Mustangs have captured a girls volleyball regional title. The defending state champs will take on DVC champs Naperville North in the sectional semifinals.
It is the Battle of the Norths at Naperville North High School as the Tigers of Plainfield North travel up to Husky territory for the girls volleyball regional final. Plainfield North's Kaylin Adkins serves as the Huskies are on the return. They set up Paige Lauderwasser for the kill to tie the set at 1 apiece. The first set is back and forth between both teams. Lauderwasser attempts another kill, but the Tigers dig it up, and it's Ella Malatich with a nice spike. That ties it up again. Plainfield North would even the score again as Malatich gets another kill attempt and converts on that one as well to make it 8-8. The Tigers and Huskies continue to trade blows as Liz Rossi ties the game with a spike, making it 13-all. Neither team can get breathing room as Simi Kapustova joins in on the action with a kill, and it's 16-16. Finally, one team seems to be gaining an advantage in the Tigers as it's Lauren Jansen on a pretty spike to give them a 3-point lead. Naperville North's Maddie Saab manages to serve up a huge ace to get the Huskies back on track with a 22-20 lead. Saad serving again as Plainfield North looks for a kill, but Ella Malatich smacks the ball out of bounds, resulting in a first set win for the Huskies at 25-20. Going into the second set, the Huskies have the lead and Paige Lauderwasser crushes it to make it 5-2. Tigers cut into the deficit and Plainfield North's Ella Strasburger secures a point on a dump to give them a 1-point lead. The Tigers lead at 11-10, however, Lauderwasser absolutely smashes this ball that bounces off Jackie Gladstein towards the stands. That ties it at 11. Jumping ahead to Maddie Saad serving towards the Tigers with Lauren Jansen going for a huge kill to put her team up 1. Plainfield North is desperate for a second set win, but the Huskies want it more as Shelby Erickson puts the finishing touches on this one with the spike. The Huskies win the regional final in both sets, with Paige Lauderwasser hitting a milestone of 1,000 kills during her entire volleyball career. For this play of the week, it's the girls volleyball regional final with Paige Lauderwasser doing what she does best. She gets set up for the kill and comes flying in to absolutely smash this ball that bounces off Jackie Gladstein going towards the stands. As we take another look, watch her take off from behind the attack line and get some serious hang time for the spike. Just unreal athleticism from the senior.
It's only Q4, Susan.
We were there when your fourth cold brew felt like a heart attack.
Oh, no.
Cold brew has a lot of caffeine in it.
We were there for that.
Fair.
And we're here for everything else. Here it's personal because we get to know you.
In these complicated times, local news has never been more important. DailyHerald.com lets you stay connected to your community, wherever you are.
It was a historic performance at the IHSA State Tennis Meet for Naperville North sophomores Brooke Kaufman and Gabby Lee. Justin Cornwell has more on the historic run for the Huskies in this week's feature story, sponsored by Edward Elmhurst Health.
Until this season, no Naperville North girls tennis player in doubles or singles events had ever made it to the state semifinals of the IHSA tournament, let alone the state championship match. This past Saturday, that all changed when Husky sophomores Brooke Kaufman and Gabby Lee made school history by advancing to the doubles state championship after a win over Natalie Schoen and Abigail Lee from Deerfield in the semifinals. While the performance can be considered surprising by some, Kaufman and Lee proved throughout the season and their 2021 freshman campaigns that they certainly had what it takes to make a deep run in the state tourney. The duo burst onto the scene a year ago, winning a sectional championship in their first varsity season. They proved early on they had the ability to play beyond their years, knocking off tough senior opponents from schools like Neuqua Valley and Bennett Academy last fall. The two then had great inaugural success in the 2021 state tournament, advancing to the third round before falling to the eventual state runners-up from Hinsdale Central, and then picking up 2 more wins in the consolation bracket. This fall, Kaufman and Lee were somehow even more dominant, cruising to both the DBC and sectional championship first place finishes. Their success as a doubles pairing helped lead to tremendous team success. Naperville North won the Team DVC Championship and the Bennett 2A Sectional as well. When the 2022 state tournament began, Kaufman and Lee continued their strong play, advancing to the quarterfinals with little adversity, not even dropping a single game in their first 2 victories. A tough battle in the quarterfinals against Sofia Denizov and Alexandra Popa from Glenbrook South needed a second set tiebreaker before the Huskies advanced to the semis, making program history in the process. Before prevailing in 3 sets over their opponents from Deerfield, the achievement was not lost on these talented young Huskies.
Honestly, I'm just really proud that we're able to get to this spot, and We worked so hard this season and last season just to get here.
Yeah, it still doesn't really feel real. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like we're going to play tennis, but it's like the state farm.
The magical run ended in the doubles state championship against Isabel Chong and Lainey O'Neill from Lake Forest. Chong and O'Neill were the defending state champions from 2021 and proved that they remain the team to beat in the state of Illinois after a 6-1, 6-2 win in the finals over Kaufman and Lee. Despite coming up short of a state title, Kaufman is proud of the achievements this fall and knows there's still a bright future ahead for the next 2 seasons.
This team, they're really good, and hopefully we can be as good as them next year, like to win it next year. But definitely I'm proud that we got through the quarters and semis. Just keep practicing getting better and just getting better at doubles and singles.
Yeah, we're going to train really hard so that next year, hopefully we can win state.
Yeah.
For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Justin Cornwell.
We go back on the field to take a look at the boys soccer sectionals. Once again, we have a crosstown classic as Naperville North and Naperville Central meet in the sectional final taking place at Bolingbrook.
It's time for the boys soccer sectional final, and it's crosstown rivals Naperville North and Naperville Central battling it out. The Huskies are in search for their 6th consecutive plaque, while the Redhawks hope to capture their first sectional since 2015, where they beat these Huskies 1-0. Redhawks get an early corner kick that bounces off Sean O'Reilly's head, and it goes in for the opening goal. That's one way to start it off. Husky Jackson Stokes looks to respond, but his kick goes wide of the net. Although Stokes gets his redemption as he jukes out the goalie and scores to tie the game at 1. Now North looks for the lead, and Noah Radke comes into your frame and kicks it in. Blue and Orange take a 2-1 lead heading into halftime. Are they able to extend it? Alex Barger tries for one himself, but the ball finds the hands of Red Hawk goalie Dylan Scott to keep it a 1-goal game. The Redhawks take that momentum with Joey LaDuca, who finds Chase Adams and takes a shot from long range, and it's a goal. An unbelievable shot by Adams ties this game once again, this time at 2. They are not finished yet. LaDuca keeps the ball himself, puts some air on that kick, and it's good. The swing of momentum gives Naperville Central the lead back 3-2. Last chance for the Huskies, but the NC defense keeps it out of the zone, and that's all she wrote. For the first time since 2015, Naperville Central walks away with a sectional title after a 3-2 win. They will take on Hinsdale Central in the Super Sectionals on Tuesday at East Aurora.
We're at Dickinson Field at Hinsdale Central High School, where the number 3 seed Bennett Academy Red Wings battle the number 4 seed Red Devils. The Red Wings defeated the Morton Mustangs in the sectional semifinal to get here, while the Red Devils upset the number 1 seed and conference rival Lyons Township Lions, who will keep their postseason alive and head to the Super Sectional. Corner kick for the Red Devils. Austin Sergo crosses this ball towards the box, and it finds its way towards Luca Davies. His initial shot is blocked, and his second attempt goes just wide of the net. Red Wings turn, and Nicholas Rowe crosses the ball towards Owen McGarry, but Red Devils goalkeeper Martin Contreras punches the ball away. Hinsdale Central on the attack, and it's Owen Peterson who gets the deflection and looks towards goal. He delivers a fantastic strike from distance that beats Evan Lucas, and the Red Devils get on the board first to take a 1-0 lead. What a fantastic finish by Peterson. Red Wings looking to respond with a free kick chance. Nicholas Rowe rips his shot towards goal, and the ball bounces around inside the box, but none of the Red Wings can tap the ball in, and it gets cleared by Kevin Gottschalk of the Red Devils. Free kick for Central, with John Knott kicking the ball towards the net. The ball bounces towards Braden Henry, who goes for the header, but Lucas makes the save for the Red Wings. The Red Devils lead 1-0 going into halftime. The Red Wings attacking early in the second half, looking for an equalizer. Braden Fagbemi finds an open Owen McGarry, but his shot bounces off the crossbar. Another free kick chance for the Red Devils. Kevin Gottschalk whips this ball towards the 18, and the ball gets to Enzo Cinque. He breaks free from a defender and takes a shot, but it goes wide past Lucas. Peter Hepburn lobs the ball towards Nico Pica and weaves his way towards goal on the attack for the Red Wings. He takes on defender Oliver Polenz and blasts his shot, but goalkeeper Henrique Ribeiro gets an arm on it and is able to secure the ball to protect the Red Devils' lead. A breakaway for Hinsdale Central, and it's Luca Davies leading the charge with plenty of space to work with. He goes all the way towards the box and crosses the ball towards Braden Henry, who goes for the header, but Lucas makes a huge save. He is keeping his team in this match. One more chance for the Red Wings late in the second half. Nicholas Rowe crosses the ball towards Ryan Augustine, who goes for goal, but Ribeiro gets his hands on it, and Bennett is unable to find the net. The Red Devils hang on to defeat the Red Wings 1-0 and advance to the Super Sectionals. Bennett's postseason run ends, but they put in a valiant effort and have a lot to be proud of for what they accomplished this season. Up next, we'll show you the cross-country sectionals here on NSW.
Hypnotize your way to savings.
Breathing techniques to help you save.
Looking to make saving a habit?
Yeah, what's the secret?
No secret. Just open a savings account at BMO and we'll give you a cash reward for every month you save.
A cash reward?
Just for saving?
Mm-hmm. And when you open a checking account, we'll give you a $200 bonus to get your new savings habit started.
Love that.
What's your book?
How to get a $200 bonus and a monthly cash reward for saving with BMO.
He literally wrote the book on saving.
That's me on the cover.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
We cap off our playoff highlights with the cross-country Waubonsie Valley Sectionals. Let's see who is heading to state and find out if our area schools can bring home a sectional plaque. It's the girls 3A IHSA cross-country sectional at Waubonsie Valley High School. Mattia Valley, Bennett Academy, Naperville Central, and Naperville North had impressive performances in the regionals last week to make it here and want to build on that momentum. With a competitive field of 18 teams here, only the top 7 will qualify for state next week at Detweiler Park. Who will punch their ticket to Peoria? Here at the starting line, and we have Naperville Central's Liv Phillips setting the tone early as she gets out in front of the pack. She is followed by a dozen of other competitors looking to stay with her. Bennett Academy's Louisa Diamond, down on the far right, isn't too far behind. On the first mile, it's Elmhurst York's Bria Bennis ahead of the pack. Her teammates Michaela Quinn and Catherine Clemec are close by, along with Hinsdale Central's Katie McCabe. The group of Huskies and Julia Pio, Shania Tandon, and Logan Brennan are just a little further back along with Diamond. Then we see Phillips, who is followed by Bennett Academy's Delilah Hellenhaus, Kira Jenke, and Harper Good. Redhawks Ava Hendren and Addison George are within striking distance. In the second mile, Bennis maintains her lead over the pack. McCabe is right behind her in second place. Next is York's Michaela Quinn in the third spot, but Catherine Sommerfeld from Lions and Diamond are keeping it close amongst the top runners. Pio is right there too, and not far behind are her fellow teammates Brennan and Shania Tandon. Phillips is just outside the top 10 runners and is battling with the middle of the pack. As we enter the final stretch, Bennis is well ahead of the group as she looks on pace to break a sectional record. McCabe remains in second. Next, Pio and Louisa Diamond in third and fourth respectively. Quinn is in fifth place alongside Sandberg's Lindsay Gerhardstein and Sommerfeld. Just a little further back is York's Catherine Clemec, Shania Tandon, Brennan, and Hinsdale Central's Sarah Fisher. Just outside the top 10 runners is Naperville North's Rihanna Tandon, Phillips, and York's Maggie Quinn. At the finish line now, and it's York's Bria Bennis who emerges with a great finish to win the IHSA sectional with a record time of 16:59, beating out the previous record by 8 seconds. McCabe is in second place and Michaela Quinn is in third place. Elmhurst York takes the top spot in sectionals, while Naperville North is in second and Naperville Central in third. Lyons takes fourth, Downers Grove North takes fifth place, Hinsdale Central takes sixth place, and Bennett Academy narrowly beats out Batavia to book that final spot for state next week. On this play of the week, we go to the boys soccer sectional semifinal, with Alex Barger showing why he belongs as one of the elite in the state. Barger is on a corner kick, and he pulls off the improbable Olympico as he's able to sneak the ball past the defenders into the back of the net. What an unbelievable shot by Barger. You can add that to his endless highlight reel in his high school career. That's it for the show. Join us next week for more postseason action, including the girls swimming and diving sectionals and cross country moving to state. And we'll see if we have a state finals appearance in boys soccer. Don't forget, we're always online. Check us out on our website for extended highlights and stories at nctv17.org. You can also find us on social media at nctv17 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Josiah Schuneman. Thanks for watching.